The O. Henry Playhouse presents Hygeia at the Solito. This is New York, the city where O. Henry lived for many years. Tragedy filled most of this great man's life. A lesser person would have grown bitter and cynical, but loneliness and sorrow only made him search more deeply. Perhaps that is why his surprise endings always managed to rout misfortune. And when he wrote Hygeia at the Solito, O. Henry must have slyly winked at the Greek gods of mythology.
Tis a sight you are to these eyes of mine, Mr. O. Henry.
Morning, Pat. It's a great lift to me heart to see you looking so well.
Will it be a shave or a haircut you'll be having? Or is this to be one of me lucky days where you'll be ordering both?
For the wail in your voice would bring tears to the eyes of a crocodile. But knowing it's not the need of money, but the lust for it that makes you cry, I'll be having a bit of a trim.
Tis a shame these days the way a man must plead to make an honest dollar.
And on my heart bleeds for you. But my pocketbook's locked, save for the price of a trim.
Your brow has become a thing of beauty. You seem more tired than usual, Mr. O. Henry.
Oh, not really, Pat. You see, for a while I felt I'd overmatched myself.
What do you mean?
Well, I took Cricket McGuire, next featherweight prize fighter, a tout, a jockey, a manipulator of gumballs and walnut shells, and I introduced him to Kurt Radler, a ranchman, a man whose shadow never measured less than 6'2".
Look, this ain't no rest home for bums.
Get away from me.
You've been sitting there for 2 hours now. Either order some food or get moving.
I ain't gonna order nothing. And I ain't moving. And I'd like to see you try and do something about it, you big ape.
He's ordering. Bring us 2 of your best steaks.
Yes, sir. Right away.
Why don't you mind your own business? I could have handled that big ape easily.
I'm Curtis Radler.
So what? You're just another big telegraph pole of me.
Take the burr out of your britches, little man. I'm not looking for a fight. I'm just looking for someone to have dinner with, and you're it. Now, what do I call you?
Cricket McGuire. And I want you to know in advance, all I got is a dime to toss in for my part of the check. And if you don't like it, you know what you can do.
It's a mighty bad cough. Had it long?
Long enough. Crocker says I got 6 months left. Maybe a little longer if I take good care of myself.
You ought to go somewhere where you can get plenty of rest, breathe clean, fresh air.
Yeah, I'll take a trip to Europe. Or sail around the world in my private yacht. You big dope, I told you I was broke, and it ain't changed none since you butted in.
Maybe it has. Maybe I can be of some help.
Your kind of help I don't need. For 2 hours, I've been sitting here priming that bouncer to slug me. Can't you get it through your thick skull? A couple of good punches and all my aches and troubles would have been over. Just when it looked like I was gonna win my point, you butt in playing hero. And less time than it takes to call you stupid, you hand me back my stinking life. You know, that McGuire is a mighty ungrateful man.
But you must remember, Pat, Cricket wasn't interested in anything but death. He made up his mind not to wait for it. He firmly believed that Radler had only postponed the inevitable. And he wasn't thanking him for doing so.
If I'd been Radler, I'd have told him off and left.
Fortunately, Radler didn't do that.
You mean he just stayed there and took more of the man's guff?
Not for long. He let Cricket blow off steam for a while, then he took him to his hotel.
But why?
Because Radler is the kind of man who has a deep regard and respect for all humanity. I'll wager never for a moment did he think he was doing anything special for Cricket. He was just grateful that he happened along at a time when he could be of some help.
From what you told me about Cricket, Radler had his hands full.
That's right. When Cricket refused to leave the restaurant, he threatened to carry him out bodily. And Cricket was wise enough to know that he could and would. So he left under his own power.
What do you expect me to say? That this is the fanciest layout I ever seen? Well, it ain't. When I was booting home winners at Fairfield, I had have been insulted if anybody asked me to sleep in a joint as crummy as this.
Where are the rest of your duds?
What I got is on my back. When I'm a dirty crack like that, and I don't care how big you are, I'll cut you down to my size.
Guess that means all I gotta do is get a ticket for you.
What are you talking about? Ticket for what?
That cough of yours is not going to get any better in a hot city.
Stop talking like a croaker. What's the ticket for?
I'm taking you back to my ranch. You're going to stay there till you get well.
Of all the loony things I ever heard, this one's the Cupid doll. But you ain't stupid, like I said. You're crazy. Now get out of my way before I walk over you.
Talking's just a waste of time, Cricket. We're catching that 4 o'clock train for San Antone. Now let's get going because I still got a few things to do.
Oh, wait a minute. Where's this Sam, whatever you call it? Where is it?
It's in Texas.
Well, that ain't even in the United States.
Well, I suggest you don't say that once we get into Texas. You see, down there we kind of feel we're an awfully big part of this country.
Look, Raylor. First you keep a guy from slugging me, and next you buy me a dinner. Now you're getting ready to take me home with you. What's the gizmo?
Oh, I guess you must be asking my reason. See, down where I live, Cricket, you see a weak calf, you stop, you try to help. You run across a sick human being, you just naturally lend a hand. But don't get me wrong, the idea didn't originate in Texas. It's really what the Lord wants everyone to do.
Well, you're not fooling me, Raylor. I still think you're trying to sell me a gold brick.
Think anything you want, Cricket, but let's get going, because that train ain't going to wait for us.
All right, telegraph pole, but remember, I ain't going with you because I want to. And if I don't like this place you're taking me to, you're going to give me enough silver to get back to Kansas City. Is it a deal?
It's a deal.
Now, I know you're nuts.
Here.
Carry it yourself.
The trip by train was uncomfortable. The days were hot and humid, the nights cold and damp. Cricket never ceased blaming Raylor for the discomfort he suffered. When he had a coughing spasm, Raylor did his best to make him comfortable, but not once did Cricket utter a word of thanks. Finally, they arrived at their destination, and this time Cricket bellowed for hours when he learned they still had to ride in a buckboard for another 50 miles. When they reached the ranch, Cricket was tired, and every bone in his body ached. His temper was as ugly as a wounded mountain lion.
Here he comes now, and he looks hungry.
Well, that ain't unusual for the boss.
Senor, the biggest eater I ever did see.
Why, there's someone with him. I wonder who he is.
Oh, probably some sick stray he picked up someplace.
Now, Pete, that's no way to talk. It's just Mr. Raydler's way of showing the Lord his gratitude. Besides, this world would be a mighty better place if there were more people like him in it.
Well, I ain't gonna argue that with you, Martha, because I agree.
Hello, Martha.
Mr. Raydler?
Hi, boss.
Lario? Looks like you've added a couple of inches to your shoulders, boy. Getting to be a big fella.
Senor has been away 6 months. In that time, even baby calves grow up.
Folks, I'd like you to meet Cricket McGuire. Cricket, this is my foreman, Pete Chadworth. Hiya. Martha O'Carron, the best cook in the whole United States. And Hilario here, well, he's the best all-around helper on the ranch.
Look, Raydler, for 2 days I've been riding in a buckboard with the sun beating down on my head like a blast furnace. I must have swallowed at least a pound of dust from your rotten roads. Right now, I ain't interested in meeting any of your help. All I want is a soft place where I can lie down.
You sure you wouldn't like something to eat first?
Food's no better than this lousy house. I can do without it.
Well, you'll get used to it. Besides, the house isn't important. The outdoors what counts. In a couple of months, you won't recognize yourself. Wait and see.
Do you have to make a speech every time you open your mouth? Can't you just tell me where I sleep?
Put him in the guest room, Hilario. Make him comfortable.
See, come with me, Senor McGuire.
Be sure and tell him what I hear of you are. Tell him how you picked me up. And how good you feel knowing I gotta depend on you because I ain't got a dime to my name. Go ahead, tell him.
Cricket. I'd be obliged to you if you'd never mention money again while you're in my house. Dinner will be ready in about an hour. If you feel up to it, join us. If not, Hilario will bring some food to you.
You're nuts. And I'll tell you something else. You should have left me alone. I wanted to die in a city where I belong, not out here in a place stinking with cattle. Where's this place?
This way, senor.
He really isn't that ornery. Trip bore him out. Lungs must be aching bad. Don't pay attention to anything he might say. Just do what you think is best for him.
Sure, boss.
I know what I'm going to do for him.
What's that, Martha?
I'm going to pray real hard to the good Lord that he forgive him all the meanness and bitterness that he's carrying around in his heart. He's not only sick in the chest, Mr. Raidler. He's sick in the soul.
You know, Mr. O'Henry, I agree with Martha. Cricket is sick through to the soul. Only place I differ is I figure Cricket just isn't worth worrying about. There's no help for his kind of man.
Well, you may be right, Pat, but men like Raidler would never agree with you.
It's obvious he believes in always turning the other cheek. What happened after Cricket arrived?
Well, for the first few weeks, it was a reign of terror. Cricket complained about the food, the smell of the horses, the cattle. He insulted the cowhands, accusing them of speaking a foreign language. He tried every which way to make life miserable for Raidler and everybody else.
No doubt he succeeded.
Well, if he did, no one knew it. Raidler instructed Hilario to stay with him night and day. And to be sure, he received everything he wanted. Oh, believe me, when Cricket realized that, he made Hilario jump like a puppet. Till one day, he asked for something which Hilario decided he'd have to clear with the boss.
Senor Raidler.
Evening, Hilario. How's Cricket?
Hard to tell. All the time he sleep with windows closed tight. Smoke cigarettes, package maybe 2 each day. Never does he seem happy. All the time he shouts.
I know, Hilario, but just be patient with him. Maybe we can make him well.
See, you said I was to get him anything he wanted, right?
That's right.
Senor McGuire wants a bottle of tequila.
Tequila?
Right away quick, he says.
Well, that's too bad, because that's the one thing he can't have.
When I said that, Senor Raidler, he'll holler mucho, and then he'll start coughing.
Perhaps it'd be better if I tell him myself.
Good.
Hey, what are you trying to do? Give me pneumonia? Close that blasted window!
Yeah, it's good for you, Cricket. It's what you need.
Oh, here we go again. More speeches. Why don't you leave me alone? Can't you see I'm dying, Raidler? Or is it asking too much to let me do it my way?
Maybe you don't have to die, Cricket. There's magic in the air out there if you'll only give it a chance. Take a drive in a buckboard every day. Just sop it up. Maybe spend a week or more at one of the cow camps.
What are you trying to sell me? Did I ask you to bring me out here? Go ahead, drive me out to your camp if you want. Or stick a knife in me and save trouble. It's all your fault, Raidler. You brought me out here where I ain't got nothing to see but prairie and cows. Nobody to talk to except long-legged dopes who sound like they got a mouthful of marbles.
All right, Cricket, I agree. It's a lonesome place for you, but a cow camp might help. I'll make sure you're comfortable. There was a man from Philadelphia, sicker than you. He slept on the bare grass for 2 weeks, and you know something? He started to get well. Close to the ground, Cricket. That's where the medicine in the air stays.
Hey, how about that bottle of tequila I sent Hilario for?
Maybe I can't make you go outdoors. One thing's for sure, I don't have to help you kill yourself.
That guy's nuts!
I swear that Mr. Raidler has the patience of a saint. You'd think he'd get so fed up with Cricket, he'd just throw him out. Wonder why the stupid fool didn't at least try to follow what Raidler suggested.
Try what, man?
Get out in the fresh air and breathe it in. What else did he have to lose?
That's exactly what he did. About a week after his conversation with Raidler, he began to get up early every morning and leave the house with Hilario. They'd ride all day, and in about a month's time, the sun turned Cricket's white skin into a shade of leather brown. still coughed a lot and still complained violently. But by that time, everybody around the ranch was used to him. Then Cricket discovered a way of making money.
Now you see it. And now you don't. This is called a game of chance, fellas. See if Lady Luck is on your side. See if the eye is as quick as the hand. Which one hides the pea?
It is that one, Senor McGuire.
Oh, you sharp eyes, Hilario. Very sharp. Well, now, let's do a little gambling. I'll handle the shells, and I'll pay you the size of your bet. Now, here we go.
$1. It is under that shell.
How about you? Think your eyes are sharp enough to bet one Iron Man? Oh, too bad, too bad. It was under that one, fellas. Well, let's try it again.
Oh, what's going on?
Oh, hello, Pete. Well, maybe you can change their bad luck. Now, watch carefully. You put up $1, and you take your pick. I pay you the size of your bet.
What are you doing? Double-crossing. Everybody on this branch has been good to you, and what do? First chance you get, you steal from them. You're no good, Cricket. You're no better than a renegade mongrel horse. You get out of here before I tear you apart. Mind if we talk a little, boss?
Of course not, Pete. Come in. Make yourself comfortable. Anything wrong?
This afternoon, I had a little run-in with Cricket.
What about?
That's not important. What happened is, he got mad and took a punch at me. Tell you, it was like being kicked twice by a Mustang. He's fooling you. I hate to tell you this, boss. That little runt's just playing you for range and shelter.
Oh, you're wrong, Pete.
What makes you so sure?
Because no man can fake a cough like that.
I don't know. That little man's pretty crafty. And you ain't no doctor.
What do you say we just forget it? All right, Pete?
I can't. This evening, one of the boys told me that Doc Moran was over at the Miller place. I sent a buckboard over after him. He'll be here the first thing tomorrow morning. I guess I overstepped my rights. If you want me to pack and ride, I will. I'll understand.
We've been together a long time, Pete. I took 50 acre stock with 10 head and built this spread. Except for my original investment, this ranch is as much yours as it is mine. You're not riding anywhere except on our range. When Doc Moran arrives, we'll see he's made comfortable. Tell him Arthur to make some of those flapjacks and biscuits. He loves them.
Will you let him examine McGuire?
Sure. But not because I think you're right, but only because I think it's about time you learn not to be so suspicious.
That Martha's the finest cook in the whole state. It's been years since I tasted such light flapjacks. And those biscuits. All I can say is that she's got an angel's touch when it comes to food. You know, with her cooking, I don't see why you'd ever need a doctor. What's ailing you, Kurt?
Oh, it's not me, Doc. Fellow I brought back from Kansas City. Got a case of consumption. I'd like for you to look him over and tell me how bad he is, if there's anything we can do for him.
Yeah, sure. Where is he? In the guest room?
Yeah.
I figure we'll be at the Brandon camp at least 2 months. It'll take the boys that long to round up the cattle that was scattered during the winter storms.
Well, you do whatever you think's best, Pete. I've got some business in Chicago. I'll try to clean it up quickly and get back in time to lend a hand.
Sure, boss.
Kurt, your man is as sound as a Texas steer. His lungs are better than mine. His respiration, his temperature, his pulse, all normal. Even an airtight room filled with tobacco smoke hasn't hurt him. You asked me if there's anything you could do for him. I advise you to set him digging post holes or breaking Mustangs.
How do you explain that cough, Doc?
I can't explain what I can't find. All I can say is if he coughs, there's nothing to worry about. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be getting along. I got patients in the valley that really need me.
One of the boys will take you wherever you have to go, Doc. bring Cricket in here.
Sure, boss.
Hey, what's this big goof trying to do? Tell him to take his hands off before he kills me.
I can stand anything but a liar, Cricket.
Liar? Who?
You.
What are you talking about? Is everybody going crazy? I'm sick. I'm going to bed.
That won't work anymore. Doc Moran just gave you a clean bill of health. You've been faking since the day we met. Take him with you and the boys, Pete. Make him work. Make him work hard.
Hey, wait a minute. The old croaker said I was all right, did he? Said I wasn't sick. Told you I was faking, and so you call me a liar. Well, friend, you got a right to be sore. Like the doc says, I ain't sick no more. Guess there's nothing left for me to do but to go to work for you. When do I start?
Now.
Pete, before you go, tell Hilario I want to see him.
Well, I sent him up to the North Range. You left a little while ago. Won't be back till morning.
That's too bad. I'll have to wait till I get back from Chicago. I owe him an apology. For you.
Oh, what are you waiting for, you long-legged dope?
Get him out of here.
Well, have a good trip, boss. And don't worry. About nothing.
How do you like that? Just think, if Pete hadn't been suspicious, McGuire could have gone on fooling Rayler for the rest of his life. I bet Pete enjoyed making him work. How long did they have him branding cattle?
Well, Rayler stayed in Chicago for 2 months. And the day he returned to the ranch, he learned that the boys were still on the range.
Men from camp come very few times to the ranch. Always they say same thing. Takes much time finding all the scattered cattle, but should be over soon. Maybe 2 more weeks.
That fellow was sent out with a McGuire. He still working?
Oh, I think Senor McGuire dead by now.
Dead? What are you talking about?
Very sick man, Senor Raidler. I don't think he lived more than a month after he went away.
That's funny.
Funny?
According to Dr. Moran's examination, he was fooling us.
But the doctor didn't examine Senor McGuire.
What?
When the doctor came into the room, Senor McGuire was outside getting a drink of water. Then the doctor pounded me on my chest. He put his ear next to my heart. He took my pulse. And when I tried to tell him I was not sick, he said, not for me to talk. Then he leaves the room without seeing Senor McGuire. I was coming to tell you of mistake when Senor Pete told me to go up to North Range. And when I come back, you have gone to a big city.
Hilario, go saddle up a horse.
See.
Hi, Mac, Joe.
Oh, hello, boss. When'd you get back?
A couple of hours ago. I rode out as soon as I heard about Cricket.
Yeah, that was really something to see. I don't know how Doc Moran could have been so wrong, and I could have been so stupid.
What happened?
Well, I worked him pretty hard for a couple of days. Then one evening, he started coughing and hemorrhaging. Crawled out to a grass patch and buried his head in it for 2 whole days and nights. Me and the boys took turns feeding him, and when we take him back to his tent, well, he just tell us to leave him alone and let him die, then crawl back to the grass patch. Kept talking about how you called him a liar. I swear, boss, I think that hurt him more than his lungs did.
Hello, boss.
Cricket! Oh! You look great, just great.
Well, close to the ground, you told me. Close to the ground was where I'd find the right medicine. And you were right. I got back my health and my strength. And I also found out what a crummy heel I'd been. And that you're the whitest man I've ever met.
That day back at the ranch, why didn't you say something?
Because you never asked me. You called me a liar and you threw me out. But I learned something from it. I learned how to get along with these long-legged cowpokes and funny-faced cattle. And if it's all right with you, telegraph pole, I'd like to keep my job here for the rest of my life.
What do you say, Pete?
It's fine with me. That little runt is the Joe darndest hustler and best cowpoke in anybody's cow camp.
Thanks, Pete. Hey, I guess I won't be needing these no more. They're only good for city people.
You know, that little Cricket McGuire had a lot of courage.
Oh? Why do you say that?
He could have told Rayler the doc never examined him. Instead, he just stood up and took his licking. That took a lot of courage, don't you think?
Well, no, Pat. Cricket was a stubborn man. Maybe he thought by being silent, he could look down from heaven, have the last laugh at Doc Moran and Riddler's expense.
You really don't think that, do you?
No, I don't. It was a lucky day for Cricket when he met Riddler. And lucky for Riddler, too. Because it gave him a chance to prove what he'd always thought about Texas. That her land and air was blessed by Hygeia.
Hey!
Huh?
Who's Hygeia?
She's the goddess of health.